Hey, thanks for joining me for PerkStream today. Hey, let's continue to give thanks for what the Lord has done. In my teens, Maranatha Music was just getting off the ground, and their pastor, Chuck Smith of Calvary Chapel, was giving them a boost and saying, go make this music. Go make this music that honors the Lord. And of course, it was new. It wasn't the hymns of old, but it was new and it was exciting and fresh, and they were really trying to build on this. Well, I remember Chuck Smith voicing some scripture for one of these albums, and he began by reading Psalm 105, which says, "Give thanks to the Lord, call on His name, make known among the nations what He has done. Sing to Him, sing praises to Him, tell of His wonderful acts, glory in His holy name. Let the hearts of those who seek the Lord rejoice." Now, I remember that being so powerful a reminder to me of to give thanks, so that every time now that I read Psalm 105, I hear Chuck Smith's voice speaking those words, and there's confidence and conviction that just encourages me. It is still a call to worship for me. So how about you? Is there a song that encourages you, or maybe somebody who has spoken even a small word and you go, wow, that just encourages me. That reminds me to give thanks to the Lord. Maybe there's a scripture that anchors your day. Or maybe there's a person whose story reminds you to give thanks because it shows that God's marvelous deeds are still being done. Well, as you recall that prompt to praise, I want you to stop and thank God for His goodness through that act as you're reminded of His goodness. Call on His name and rejoice. Our circumstances do not dictate our convictions, and they certainly do not dictate our condition. Our circumstances are things that drive us to the Lord, and when we see Him act for us, we can give thanks. There may be times when you can think of a wonderful act that the Lord did for you, and you remember that there's no other way you would have gotten through except for the Lord. There's one time that came to my mind while I was preparing for this particular PerkStream, and that is when I was working for a camp. I was driving from camp down to the valley, down to Fresno, and I had to go through a place called Icebox Canyon. And that's when I found out why it's called Icebox Canyon. That day was particularly cold and there had been some rain and snow. And as I came into the curve, there was a hairpin curve in the canyon, and I spun out. And I was pretty sure I was going to end up in a ditch or somewhere where I could not get back out. And there are no cell phones at this time. But that didn't happen. I spun around once and I ended up on a shoulder, and I was able to slowly pull away and keep driving on my trip. And I'm thinking, I didn't do any great maneuvering. I didn't do probably what I was supposed to do. But what happened was, I believe that the Lord spared me in that time, and He acted on my behalf to keep me safe. Now, some people may have other explanations, but I really do believe God was there with me, and for that I rejoice, and I am glad, and I give thanks. So, what are the wonderful acts of the Lord in your life? What are things God has done to save your life, or to enhance your life, or to bless your life, or to fill your life? Those are the things we want to remember. Today, maybe make a short list of those things and give glory to Him, glory in His holy name. Let's be the people who rejoice in the goodness of the Lord and what He has done, and let's tell those deeds to other people. I hope that you had a great Thanksgiving. I hope you're looking forward to a great Advent and Christmas season. God bless you as we together give thanks to the Lord.